Here we are. A wonderful good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or possibly good afternoon, depending on where you are. Welcome to the Jungheinrich Digital Experience, which is broadcasted from LogiMAT 2023 in Stuttgart, Germany. Now, my name is Thomas, and together with some outstanding Jungheinrich experts, I'm looking forward to take you on a tour through the Jungheinrich solution range that is being presented here at the world's largest interlogistics fair. Now, we are the interlogistics pioneers, as Jungheinrich's motto this year. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy, I'm extremely proud to welcome a not only very experienced Jungheinrich team member, but also a Jungheinrich pioneer, and that is Thomas Leibel. Thomas, good to see you.
Hi Thomas, great to have you here.
Thomas, how are you doing today? Did you already take a tour around the booth yourself?
Not yet, but I'm really glad to be here on a really amazing Jungheinrich booth, and I'm really happy to be here today.
Yeah, I know. And I actually already had a chance to look around, and I can tell you something, it looks just amazing.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
why, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take you on a tour now, and we'd like to introduce you to as many products and Jungheinrich solutions as anyhow possible. Now, Thomas, you're the Director Automated Systems ASRS at Jungheinrich, whereas ASRS stands for Automated Storage and Retrieval Systems. And obviously your goal is to make everyone happy and to find the best fitting solution for each individual customer. Now, before we talk all the details and before we get into the nitty-gritty, what would you say are the main macroeconomic drivers influencing customer needs these days?
Well, our customers and ourselves are really facing a lot of challenges, mainly in the last 3 years. And before, remember the Brexit, COVID, the war in the Ukraine, we have shortages of skilled labor, or the climate crises. A lot of challenges we are facing today. So we recognize very well that we have to create a very resilient system for our customers. So we are not focused anymore only into throughput, performance, capacity. No, absolutely not. Additionally, we are focused on scalability, flexibility, sustainability, and everything easy to integrate.
And that's what makes a perfect solution. And eventually, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. Perfect solutions are made of amazing products and services. And one of those amazing products is just celebrating its first appearance today here at LogiMAT, and this is the Jungheinrich EAE 212A. And before we talk about it, please have a look yourself.
Your warehouse of the future. What must it be able to do? What do you need? What challenges are you facing? Shape your own future with the new mobile robot solution from Jungheinrich. This unique combination of hardware and software will revolutionize your warehouse. Mobile robot with a high degree of autonomy can be integrated into existing warehouses. Can be quickly adapted to provide greater flexibility in logistics. Easy expansion thanks to future-proof software platform. And it could not be simpler. With its user-friendly interface and an agile truck, our new mobile robot solution ensures smooth processes. Start automation now with Jungheinrich.
That is the Jungheinrich EAE 212A, ladies and gentlemen. And before I get back to Thomas, and before Thomas explains the role of AMRs in a larger context for us, I'm very happy to meet someone who was highly involved in the development of this amazing new product, and that is Manuela Schmidbauer. Welcome on board.
Hi Thomas, great to have you here on this outstanding booth, huh?
Yeah, how are you doing today? Did you already take a tour yourself?
Of course we did.
Yeah?
In beforehand, we were greatly informed about what we have today here on the booth. And especially a few minutes ago, you saw the release of our new product, the EAE 212A.
All right, so let's talk about it. What kind of a product is it? Please be so kind to give us just a nice and crisp introduction on the EAE 212A.
I try, because it's a lot of things to say, but we will stay nice and crisp. So the product actually was defined mainly for the floor-to-floor transport. So it's a low-level application, and we have now another mobile robot solution in our already expanding mobile robot portfolio. So the truck itself should be used or can be used for simple example, floor-to-floor transports. You can find it in some incoming goods or outcoming goods areas. You can transport pallets from the production to logistics or vice versa, or in the end also use this mobile robot solution for block storage operation.
Yeah. Now, Manuela, what specific market needs and requirements led to the development of this new AMR?
Yeah. So we have quite a lot of experience in production automation, but we were facing that in logistics, so in warehouse, even the staff, so the people who work together with the mobile robot is more has to be more focused on, because those guys have to accept the new colleague in their team as a team member, and when the mobile robot solution is very inflexible, when it stops each time, or when you don't know what's going on, what behavior is coming next from the mobile robot, then the frustration actually gets high and the acceptance is very low. So we were focusing on 4 topics while development. First one is really the great HMI and the ease of use of this product. So you should always know what's the behavior of the truck, and you should always see actually what's coming next. So we did this with LED stripes and so on. The second one is integration. For us, the main topic was to bring this mobile robot solution very smoothly into existing warehouses. The third topic is flexibility. We have included autonomy features like the target perception or the obstacle avoidance within this new solution. And in the end, it's scalability. We want to provide solutions that are also future-proof, which is not a one-hit wonder, but could be used really when growing demands are facing. This is what we are heading for.
Okay, now Manuela, I would like to elaborate on just a few features of this amazing new product. And the first feature I would like to talk to you about is target perception, which means that now the pallet can be seamlessly picked up from various angles, which is amazing. How does that work?
Actually, we are using the sensors of the mobile robot, and we detect the shape of the pallets. Those pallets can be at another angle or also be shifted on plus minus 200 millimeters. And therefore, the customers don't need to position the pallets so strict as they have to do before, but are very more flexible now.
What about the load capacity?
We have 1,200 kilos available for transportation at a very, very small footprint, because the truck, and you see it here, is only 790 millimeters wide, so very, very small, and therefore really good suited for integration into existing warehouses.
Yeah, so this is not a guided vehicle, this is an AMR. How does it react to obstacles?
It can be enabled actually that obstacles can be driven by, but if the customer decides, now in this corner, for example, I want really the robot to stop, it can be also stopped here. So we are kind of flexible with our autonomy features, and this is, I think, one key success factor in regarding when we regard flexibility.
Yeah. Now there's one feature that you mentioned in the very beginning, and that's the all-new HMI, the human-machine interface. How does it make handling and setting up this machine very easy and very comfortable? Yeah,
we invested really a lot of time and also, let's say, know-how also from our customers to find out what is the best way of operating. So it's an end-to-end, let's say, design process. In the beginning, you start at the robot itself. You always see on the display, on the very big display, what is the current failure, or what is the current status, what is the current next step. You can see also with the LEDs what is happening. It is blinking, and when it's charging, it has another color, for example. And also on the dashboard, for example. So in the back office, where the operator is sitting, you can always have a glance what is happening to your AGV or mobile robot, in this case system. Sorry, it's now autonomous mobile robot, an AMR.
Absolutely. And Manuela, actually when we talked about this new machine just yesterday, you said that setting it up, and setting up the planning process and everything was super easy. Yeah. How so?
Yeah. So the target for this development was not only to have a perfect, really physical truck, mechanics, but also the system should be very, very easy, because this is one of the key factors when we talk about integration. We have a new tool chain which enables, for example, project planning within 30 minutes. This is really quick. We have an integrated tool chain also for the commissioning, for example, and also for after sales. And we also have the possibility now to navigate without artificial landmarks, which makes it it also very easy for a project planning and setup.
Yeah. Now, Manuela, I know there was just a ton of information just squeezed into a few minutes, and that's why. What are the key takeaways? What should people remember about the EAE 212A before they actually try it out themselves?
Yeah, put it in a nutshell, the EAE 212A is a really very agile, a very small truck. It's a mobile robot solution which includes also the tool chain and an integrated end-to-end product, and it should be used, or it can be used very easily for integration of warehouses, and yeah, it's a low-lift application truck.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Manuela Schmidbauer, for this great introduction on this new Jungheinrich AMR. Thank you very much.
Enjoy your time
Thank you. Now, back to Thomas. Thomas, where are you? Now, Thomas, let's assume that I was your customer and I was running my own warehouse operation, and I was, assuming I was getting there. I wanted to automate. At what time would you actually recommend the implementation of AMRs and AGVs into my warehouse operations?
Well, in general, the mobile robots are made to substitute all manual transports and storage tasks. Yeah? So you can increase the productivity significantly when you substitute all manual transports in your operation by a fully automated movement. Yeah? For example, all the transports from the receiving area into the several storage areas, or from the storage areas into the production and back, all the transports to the workstations to prepare your orders, or to the consolidation area up to the shipping area where you prepare the shipments. Yeah? This is a big advantage. Another advantage is with the Jungheinrich 360 degrees safety system, you eliminate any accident at labor or the material. Yeah? And another big advantage is with the automation, you reduce the errors in the inventory and in the order preparation, because the orders are released automatically and the vehicles are guided automatically, so you can reduce significantly the costs in returns and exchanges. Yeah? Another example is the data. You create a lot of data in any automated system. You can collect this data, you can analyze this data, and then you can identify weak processes or area of improvements. So you can take measure in order to optimize your material flow. Yeah? Another big advantage is that you can have a scalable solution and really easy to integrate. You can start already with one vehicle, yeah, and you can extend it in the future to any amount of vehicles, yeah. And additionally, it's very easy to integrate because you can do it in a running system, in the running operation, without affecting or disturbing it, yeah, to any time. And this is really a huge advantage about these systems.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, Thomas, actually the EAE 212A is a great add-on to the already existing Jungheinrich mobile robot portfolio. For what other applications do you have robots in store?
Yes, absolutely. For example, here at the showcase, the EKSA. This is a very hybrid system for transport and storage tasks up to 6 meters height. Or at the other side, we have the Arculi. The Arculi is a very compact and agile system for very narrow environments, for very tight infrastructures. For example, the replenishment into a production. And as well at the other side, we see our EKXA, a very scalable and flexible system. You can start already in the manual mode, you can extend it to a semi-automatic operation, up to a fully automated operation. And another benefit is that the number of aisles is independent of the number of automated trucks. You can start, for example, with 10 aisles and only with one automated truck, and you can extend it according to requirements and needs in the future up to 10 aisles and 10 automated trucks. Very great.
So it's all about scalability.
Absolutely.
Now, Thomas, talking about scalability, now could one say that mobile robots are like a first step to automate, and in order to make processes more productive without having to go all in on investments?
Yes, absolutely. It's the first step into the automation for our customers. Like I mentioned before, you can start already with one vehicle and to extend it to any amount of vehicles. Yeah? So only with one vehicle and the easy integration in parallel to your running system without significant adjustments in the environment or infrastructure, yeah, you have already all the benefits, all the reduction of costs only with one with one vehicle, and so you can reduce the total cost of ownership immediately.
Now, speaking of total cost of ownership,
Yes.
Thomas, obviously energy consumption and therefore CO2 emissions always are huge factors contributing to total cost of ownership. Now, how can companies reduce those costs while at the same time contributing to achieving their sustainability goals?
Yes, well, because in this automated system, we release the orders automatically and the vehicles are guided automatically, we have the advantage that we have the most direct transport in my daily operation. The shortest ways from A to B. Automated guided, automatically, yeah? And this is a really big benefit. All unnecessary tasks and movements you can eliminate because you are guided automatically by the software. And this is a big advantage. And once again, you create a lot of data, once again. So you take this data, you analyze this data, you identify your areas of improvement, and you take measures in order to optimize your system. Big advantage.
And Thomas, you know what? I got to say, I love your enthusiasm. Thank you very much for this enthusiastic introduction to Jungheinrich mobile robots. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to take a very short break, and then we'll be back with more insights from LogiMAT 23 in Stuttgart, Germany. So please stay tuned.